Hi, it's Frank Falbo with Seymour Duncan, here to talk to you about the new Twin Tube Mayhem Pedal. Building on the success of the Twin Tube Classic, the Twin Tube Mayhem is made with a pair of subminiature tubes. They're 6025. It's a little bit of a different tube than what's in the Twin Tube Classic. It's a pentode tube. The first tube in the Twin Tube Mayhem is run as a pentode. The second one is run as a triode. What this enables us to do is get all of the gain, all of the distortion, all of the overdrive characteristics that you'd want from any kind of hard rock or metal pedal entirely in the tube domain. There are some companies that will build you a tube overdrive pedal that has clipping diodes. Essentially what that does is it puts a distortion pedal type circuit before the tube overdrive. Well, for the Twin Tube Mayhem, we decided we wanted all of the overdrive to be happening in the analog domain and in the tube domain. So it all happens for you inside of the tubes. Now the difference is the way that the pedal feels. Sure, it's going to sound more organic, it's going to sound more lush, it's going to have a more low order harmonics, second and third order harmonics, but at the same time, it's going to feel different behind the guitar as you, the player, will play. Let's take a look at some of these features on this pedal. The first knob is the gain knob. That's what I want to first run through with you guys. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set the gain to 25% so that you can feel just how much gain this pedal is starting off with. Next, I'm going to move the gain up to 50% so you can hear the difference. And finally, we're going to go up to 75% and listen to what it sounds like there. You can clearly hear that even under that much saturation, there's still dynamics, there's still an organic feel to it, there's still some clarity to these notes that are being played. The next thing I'm going to do is run through some sample tone settings. There's a treble and a mid-range and a bass knob on this pedal, and in the mid-range, there's a switch that will allow you to select between high and low mid-range. The high mid-range is set at 1.4 kilohertz, low mid-range is set at 600 hertz. First thing I'm going to do is take us from this classic flat setting to a setting where I boost those high mids just a little bit for a classic metal tone. Next, I'm going to take the low mids and I'm going to boost them. An excellent feature to get your notes to kind of sound a little bit more beefy, to stand out, to push up on the lower mid-range, to just get a little bit more toughness, a little bit more meat to the tone. The next thing I want to do is take the mids down. The first thing I'm going to start with is the high mids. So you can start to hear how, even though there's some mid-range taken out, it's still a meaty, big kind of a sound. It doesn't get thin, it doesn't get weak. Let me do the same thing with the low mids. So, in that scenario, the top end, the upper mid-range can still stay clean, it can stay sharp, it'll stay focused, but we're going to take away just a little of that lower mid-range mud. One of my favorite settings on the Twin Tube Mayhem is to take the bass knob up, the treble knob up, and the mid-range knob down, and take the mid-range switch and move it to the low frequencies. Let's listen to what that sounds like. Definitely a metal tone. If I want to, I can take the bass up even higher, I can take the treble up even higher, take the mids down even lower, and we end up with something like this. So as you can clearly hear, all kinds of metal tones, all kinds of hard rock tones are available from this Twin Tube Mayhem pedal. The last knob that I haven't spoken about is the volume knob. Of course, in that scenario, you're going to set the knob up so that when the sound is clean, the volume when the pedal is on is comparable to when the pedal is off. And I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about the boost feature. When we built this Mayhem pedal, we wanted to give you the opportunity to step out in front of the mix when it came time for your solo, or to hit a boost pedal when it just came time for that right part in the song where you're going to really kick it in. There's a 4 decibel and an 8 decibel boost, and we're going to listen to the 4 decibel boost first and see what that sounds like. That's the 4 decibel boost. The next level is an 8 decibel boost, which we are not going to listen to because it'll probably blow out your computer speakers. So there you have it, the Twin Tube Mayhem pedal. All tube overdrive, all tube distortion, an organic feel, tonal options, a boost knob. What more could you want?